It's been 2.5 months since you picked up the phone and called me in days that followed Mr. McKenna's speech. And just to recap, is that the themes of that speech were the fact that our province is facing some pretty tough economic headwinds these days. And in that same speech, Mr. McKenna chose to highlight a series of opportunities, principally driven by the resource-based sector, that might be able to propel our province forward.
Well, it's interesting because during the same time that McKenna came to speak to New Brunswick, the Telegraph Journal ran a series of editorials written by authors from many different perspectives surrounding this topic. So I reached out to the authors of those articles to participate. And of course, we had members of industry speak. We also had some political leaders speak. We had some community groups and some environmental groups speaking from their very important perspectives. And everybody brought a great perspective to this conversation. Somewhere in the middle, they converge, and there actually is a common ground somewhere. And I want to be part of finding out what that common ground is.
Well, finding that common ground or finding that middle, I think, is the objective. Some folks suggest that the easiest place to get run over is in the middle, but I think that's where we all have to be as a society, is be able to reach out to everyone.
Everybody spoke about a brighter future for New Brunswick and the whole region. That's one thing that everybody could find common ground on, is we want to have a province that is a healthy landscape for our children, our grandchildren. The other common theme was information was not shared in an efficient, effective way. I.e., some people were serving up certain parts of information and leaving out others, and vice versa on all sides of this conversation. So it makes it difficult for the average New Brunswicker to consume enough information to make a well-informed decision.
And consultation, engagement, really has to be a process and not a single event or even a series of events. It needs to be an evolving, ongoing, progressive process. And I'd suggest that in the absence of a process that people have confidence in, it shouldn't be any surprise that the default response often becomes protest. So there needs to be a safe place. There needs to be a meeting ground where New Brunswickers can come to the table, virtual tables and real ones, and have a dialogue. Now, it could even be a citizens' roundtable commissioned by the Premier, but regardless, that this safe place, this meeting place, has to reflect the diversity that around that table that we've tried to incorporate in our productions itself. And I think it needs to be an iterative perspective, is that the role that natural resources play in our economy is going to be significant for quite some time to come. And I don't think individuals' concerns are going to be addressed holistically just through one discussion. So I think we need something that is ongoing, progressive, and evolving.
I think it's very important for us to encourage people who are watching this video to add to the dialogue and put their thoughts, concerns, and hopes into the comments box below. It's critical that we have a well-mannered, respectful dialogue to be continued on this, and the more people that share their information, the quicker we will find common ground.